Hi everybody, Jennifer Smith here from Hidden Garden Oasis, and I am making candles to go in the February box. So let me show you first. We'll walk over here. So I have, using my double boiler here, and I am melting the wax in a double boiler. So I've had the sticks, the wax sticks or bricks, but I found that using the pellets are the best because they melt the fastest. I also measured out, you can buy wicks from like Hobby Lobby and stuff already, and you can have them either covered in wax or not. I just used twine, and I cut a bunch of them and I dipped them in the wax in the double boiler. So I have those drying over here. Let's come back this way. Now I don't always do it that way. Sometimes I just use the twine, and this is the twine I use, just regular twine, got from Hobby Lobby. And if I don't dip it in the wax first, because you're gonna laugh at me, I made this little concoction with plastic butter knives a long time ago. They're all falling apart at this point. But anyway, and trying to find one that's still together. I'll have to reglue it, but it's almost like a little triangle like this. And I put the twine, which is my wick, through here, and I set it on top of whatever the container is until the wax inside the candle dries enough, and then I pull it out, and then I clip my wick to make it the right size. But as you saw, I already dipped mine in wax, so I'm hoping that works because I'm actually using smaller glass candle holders. So I'm hoping this will work better. And the other thing that you need, other than a hot glue gun, because we're going to be doing that in a minute too, is, I'm going to set you up there. Because you're going to need these, the little metal pieces, which I know if you've ever burnt candles, you have seen at the bottom of your candle, it's what's left over. So you put your wick in here. Let me go grab one. Oh, I had them right next to me. Sorry about that. I didn't realize I had them right next to me. You put one in here, like this. You know, this is why I don't usually film everything. I'm not the most graceful person in the world. So you put your wick in the small end. There, I got it. And then the other end, the flat end, let's see if it'll reach. My braid just like took that out. Got my hot glue gun right here. Anybody who does any kind of crafting needs to have a hot glue gun. And you will make sure that your wick is sticking out the back there a little bit. And then you'll put your hot glue on the bottom there. That. And then what you do is you put it centered in the middle of your container. I'm hoping, because these are tinier, yeah, since these are tinier, I don't have to use the scissors to try to hold it down. The deeper the container, the harder it is to get your hand down in there. So a lot of times I like use scissors and press it down like that. Make sure it's stuck to the bottom until the glue dries. But look at this. Oh. So what you can do, I'm going to be using different scents today. So I'm not going to put the essential oils in the double boiler when the wax melts completely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of the scents in here, pour some in, put more scents in there, so it's a very strong smelling candle. I do not use coloring. All of the candles that I make are going to be like this yellow or creamy color, but they will all smell different. because I try to do it as natural as possible. I did try, when I first started making candles, to get the different colored dyes that are supposed to be for candle making, but it didn't work out well. You can also put different herbs or different flower petals inside your candles as well, and that will both make it smell amazing and look very pretty. So I do that sometimes too. These are just the simple candles because I'm making a lot of them. So that's what we're going to do. So I have picked out jasmine and cherry blossom. I think they'll smell good together. So I smell them individually and I like them. And now I'm going to smell them together and make sure I like them. Yes, that smells good. So just put just a couple drops, because we're going to keep layering it in there. And then let's check on our wax. Pause. Alright, it's not 100% melted, but I've got plenty so that I can at least show you this. Because I'm going to be doing this for quite a while. So I just want to get you started. I hope you guys can see. Alright, so here's our candle holder with the wick. A little bit of essential oil on the bottom. I'm going to pour a little bit in, about halfway. And then stop. I don't want to put that there because it's not my... And I'm going to put some more scent in there. A couple more drops of each. And then a little bit more in there. I think you guys get the picture. Smell it. I also like the smell of melted wax, so I know I'm a weirdo, but you guys know that about me already, so. And since the essential oil is not going directly on your skin, it's going into a candle, it's not going to hurt you. All right, you see that? Beautiful. So now we're going to set it over on the side. Hope I don't knock it down. And then once that starts cooling, if you have to top it off again or put a couple more drops of essential oil on the top, you can do that. But do not fill it all the way up to the top until it's cooled off and you know how it's going to settle. A lot of times when you're making candles, you will get that dip in the middle, or sometimes even there will be a hole in the middle. So that's why you gotta let it cool. Make sure you give yourself enough room, because if you need to fill in that hole in the middle or top it off, you still have room to do that. And that is candle making. You do not have to. I'm gonna put my wax buck on the double boiler real quick so it finishes melting. Now, you do not have to use beeswax. I do. There's also soy wax, a few different kinds of waxes. If you go to a place like, say, Hobby Lobby, there's an entire candle making section there. That's where I get, at least, that's where I get like the little metal things and my twine and stuff like that. And twine, if you're going to be an herbalist, or even if you're going to be a gardener and still dry your own herbs, even if it's just for your own personal kitchen herbalism or your own personal cooking, you definitely need to have twine. Because when you go to harvest, and we will be doing that too, but it's just not the season yet. When you go to harvest and you want to bundle your herbs and hang them to dry, which is the way I prefer to do it, there are certain things that I do like to use the dehydrator for. So I would be doing that for like the ginger, orange peels, because if you try to let orange peels just sit out and dry themselves, they sometimes will get moldy and then you can't use them. And if you do use oranges and orange peels, because you can use them for vitamin C supplements once you powder them down, which is what I do, or if you want to put it like in a tea blend, the pieces, you do want to make sure that they're organic, they're cleaned off very good before you start drying them, because you don't want any kind of pesticides or anything like that. You also, which I've been seeing videos everywhere of people getting fruit that has this new protectant on it that contains like cyanide and all this stuff, and you can't wash it off no matter how hard you try. If you have a farmer's market near you, if you're growing it yourself, that is going to be the best. If you're friends with a farmer or somebody who has a farm or has an orchard, something like that. The grocery stores are kind of iffy when it comes to food anymore. I also saw that that some people are getting fruits that are like really rubbery and not really real. So just be careful with what you get. Try to check and see where the stuff is sourced, how it's grown. Just because it says organic doesn't mean it is. You can just do the best you can, especially if you're in a city. I understand. Been there too. Just do like I said, the best you can. So I got off topic from candles. Anyway, and essential oils, if you can get them from Aerodynamics International, that is the best place for essential oils. Always water them down if you're using them in anything that's going to go directly on your skin. And as you've seen me do, if you've watched my videos, putting it in wax or putting it in salves or putting it in lotion definitely dilutes it. Same with the fabric softener, laundry soap, making soap, anything like that. Don't want to overdo it. A little goes a long way when it comes to essential oils, and they cost a lot of money. So it's a good thing that a little goes a long way. I hope to one day have my own distiller to make my own, but until then, this is what I have to do. So that is how you make candles, and then you let them cool. I will pop back in later and let you see probably tomorrow, let you see the finished products. So if you have any questions, shoot me a message and I'd be happy to answer them for you. And thank you for allowing me to help you on your natural healing journey. Bye.